In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to plant your garlic so you can harvest the biggest bulbs you have ever seen. I recently came across a video that did an experiment showing the 3 different depths planted for garlic bulbs, and the results were absolutely ridiculous. And the highlight depth is what I'm going to do today. I've been growing for this whole season using these Bioland self-watering planters, and I absolutely love them. I bought more this year and I've had them from previous seasons and they're just my absolute favourite. So today I'm going to show you how I'm planting garlic. Now what I've learnt with these planters is not to overplant. So you can see what I'm using is a mulch cover that I've cut just out of an old compost bag. And obviously that's for many reasons, including keeping the evaporation down. Obviously this is going to be growing throughout winter, so evaporation is not going to be that high. But obviously it helps to reduce the water consumption down. It keeps the soil at a warmer or a cooler temperature depending on the weather. It just has so many different benefits. So let's get straight into the planting. So I've got a dibber here and I've set everything up. I've fertilized the compost already and I'm just going to get the holes prepared and show you exactly my process. So straight away, dibber straight in, wiggle around so it's got a nice firm planting hole for the garlic. And I'm only planting 5 per planter. These planters are about roughly 30 litres, so I don't want to overplant them. I've got my garlic bulbs here, which I have sourced from the garlic farm, and I've got 2 different varieties, which I show up on screen just now. This variety in particular has absolutely massive cloves, which is fantastic. I can't wait to get these planted. So what I'm going to do for each of the holes, obviously I've dipped them in, but I'm just going to add a little bit of blood, fish and bone fertilizer first. Now if you've pre-fertilized your compost, you don't necessarily need to do this, but I just want to add this directly into the planting hole because blood, fish and bone is great because it's high in phosphorus and high in potassium for specifically for garlic, which is great. But also it helps to stimulate the microbiome as well. Fungi absolutely love this stuff. So I'm just putting probably a teaspoon in each planting hole first. And all I'm going to do is I'm selecting the absolute largest cloves from this bulb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you always want to plant pointy end up first. So if you look at the bottom, there's a rough end. There's a rough end and a pointy end. Just pop it straight in. 1 in each hole. And I'm just going to use my dibber to just really gently tap them down just to get them seated nicely in the hole. And now I'm going to backfill with a bit of compost. Just a small amount. I'm obviously going to tamp this down. And I'm just thumbing this compost in nicely and tamping it down so there's good contact in between the bottom layer of compost, the garlic clove and the top layer of compost, obviously removing the air gaps as much as possible, but just, you know, it's not absolutely airtight, but it's nice and firm because I just want to make sure that everything has the best chance of growing nicely. And that is it. Super simple. Again, this is why I absolutely love these Bioland planters. They are so easy for maintenance, for growing. They absolutely pump food out. They grow things so well. And garlic's super easy. So that was just a really super quick video showing you exactly how I'm planting my garlic in my Bioland self-watering planters this season. I absolutely love growing garlic. I've had a lot of failures over the years, but whenever I use these self-watering planters, they just grow food so well. It doesn't matter what it is that I'm growing in there. Everything seems to thrive in them. One thing I have learned with them is to make sure not to overplant, which I'm sure you've seen me do in many of my other videos. So for today, this is me growing garlic. And for other gardening tips, check out my playlist right over here. I've put all of my gardening tip videos in one easy place that you can watch them in one go. Check them out now.